There was a type of weapon that appeared during China's Zhanguo period, 2,500 years ago. This weapon looked like a battering ram but was used vertically to strike enemies. It played a key role on the battlefields of the time. One day, people discovered that by adding strings on it, the strings could produce very pleasant sounds when plucked, and thus the guzheng, known as the Chinese zither, was invented. There's a saying, horizontal for music, vertical for war, meaning that laid horizontally, it becomes a musical instrument, and stood upright, it becomes a weapon. This weapon, or instrument, has a history of 2,500 years. Let's listen to the sound of the guzheng. From its sound, we can determine that playing this instrument requires plucking the strings with fingernails. The development of the guzheng involved increasing the number of strings. Nowadays, a guzheng typically has 21 strings. However, in reality, when it was first invented, it only had 5 strings. As time passed, people expanded the musical range of the instrument by increasing the number of strings, eventually leading to the modern guzheng. If you are familiar with Chinese music, you will know that it mostly uses pentatonic scales. Indeed, the modern 21-string guzheng is usually turned to the D major pentatonic scale, meaning the notes of the strings are D, E, F sharp, A, B. But how do we play notes outside the pentatonic scale? Let me introduce you to the playing techniques of the guzheng. Guzheng is traditionally played while seated, with the instrument in front of the player. The right hand plucks the strings to produce sound, using techniques such as tremolo, while the left hand presses the strings on the other side of the bridges to create a vibrato, pitch bends and slides, adding emotional dips and expressiveness to the music. That is to say, the pressure applied by the left hand on the strings can cause variations in pitch, thereby producing different notes. This is precisely what makes playing the guzheng challenging. Next, let's take a look at the construction of the guzheng. Crafted primarily from Paulownia wood, known for its lightweight and resonant qualities, the guzheng soundboard is meticulously constructed to produce its characteristic rich and melodious tones. The bottom of the instrument is usually made from hardwood such as rosewood or fir, providing stability and durability. The bridges which support the strings are movable and made of wood or ivory, allowing for precise turning and tonal adjustment. On the left side of the guzheng is the tail, also known as the phoenix tail in Chinese, where string pegs are used to secure the strings. On the right side, there are turning pegs that can be adjusted to control the tension of the strings, thus influencing the pitch. After all this information, let's enjoy a piece of guzheng music. The music Fisherman's Song at Dusk depicts the scene of the setting sun, vibrant evening glow, fishermen singing joyfully, and boats returning with a bountiful harvest. It expresses the composer's admiration and love for the beautiful rivers and mountains of the homeland. Simultaneously, the guzheng piece has deeply engraved itself in the hearts of the Chinese people. In an area when everyone enjoys watching TV, it serves as the background music for the daily national weather forecast.